Hi and hello everybody, it's Fern. Welcome back to another planty video. Thank you so much for joining me. So over the past month, I've been really focused on recovering my plant collection from a bout of neglect, as I'm sure most of y'all know. So I have been doing a lot of what feels like just putting out fires. Like I'm trying to get back into the groove of staying on top of watering. I'm cutting things back. I'm restarting things. I'm cleaning. And it hasn't been so focused on one of my favorite parts of this hobby, which is houseplant styling. So I'm really excited that that's what today's video is going to be more geared towards. I have a planty area in my dining room. It's actually one of my favorite plant shelves, but it has just become such a disheveled and unappealing space to me. So I really want to spruce it up today. Over the past year or so, I feel like I've become less of a houseplant collector or hoarder, some might say. And I'm leaning more into finding fun and creative and functional ways that the plants can become one with my space. I feel like I used to be a lot more okay with planty clutter, having plastic bins around, having unappealing grow lights and stuff like that. And now I am much more interested in making the plants aesthetically pleasing and not something that is in my way and frustrating me and overwhelming me. So I've just been continually on this journey of trying to find balance between wanting to have a lot of houseplants but also wanting to be able to live in my space. I live in a small house as well, so there's a lot of different challenges. But yeah, I'm really excited to at least tackle one area and get it looking better today. And I'm always looking for more creative ways to display plants or incorporate them into my home. So if any of y'all have any ideas, please let me know. Okay, so this is the corner, I guess, that is in question for today's project. I love this shelf very much, and I recently redid this little display of plants in here, so that's great. But what's happening on top of the shelf and just this general area is giving clutter. It's giving the plants don't look well. It's not balanced at all. It just does not bring me joy like it used to. At one time, this was really cute. However, there always has been a bit of an eyesore in this area, and that is this tree lamp right here. So I'm actually going to be swapping that out for a brand new grow light today, which I am so excited about. This lamp has served me well over the years, but it's just in the way. In this area, it blocks my hanging plants here. Like, it's hard for me to get at them. It's hard for me to reach the plants up here, and it's just unsightly. So we're finally going to be parting ways today. The grow light that I'm going to be adding to that corner is the newly launched Aura from Soltech, which I am so excited about. I feel like Soltech's products always combine functionality with aesthetics. It's something that they're so good at, and it's why I've been using their grow lights for many years now. Since before I even moved into this house, I've been using their grow lights, and they work so well, so I really trust them as a brand, and that is why I continue to partner with them. So thank you so much to Soltech for sponsoring today's video. I'm so excited to set up the Aura today and see what this looks like. It is going to be like the ultimate cozy vibes, which is exactly what I want from my space. Like, I want cozy, planty vibes. That's what I'm going for. So we'll unbox this together and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. If you haven't seen the Aura yet, it is an ambient grow light, so it's meant to nurture both people by providing a nice, relaxing, comforting environment, as well as plants, because it is a functional grow light. Okay, let me figure out how to open this. Okay, I figured it out. Oh. Wow, it is stunning. Look at that. That is so cool. I've never seen a grow light that looks anything like this. I was so intrigued to see this in person because from the photos, it obviously looks absolutely gorgeous. This is actually designed and crafted in Italy, and the base is solid wood. It definitely looks and feels very premium, and I can't wait to see this in my space. I like this Soltech detail on the back. It's also fully dimmable, so we will test that out today as well. Let's actually turn it on right now, just to see it. Okay, I'm gonna click it on. Ooh, oh my gosh. That's even brighter than I was expecting. And I'm guessing, yeah, you hold down the button and it dims. Okay, so if you turn it off, it comes on at the same setting that it was on when you last had it on. So that's cool. Wow. This is so fancy. I feel like it's like a crystal ball or something. For those curious about the specs, this is 3000 Kelvin. It's a beautiful warm white, which Soltech does so well. Okay, let's go rework that plant shelf because I am determined to have it look nice and cute and cozy by the end of this video. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is move this table out of the way because this is a tight space. This is the best space for plants in the house because of the stacked windows, but it is tight quarters. This part of the house was actually meant to be the living room. We don't really have a real living room because it's just a small, like, open concept space. But yeah, it was the living room, and then the dining room is our living room now. We swapped them because it just made more sense to me. There's no solid wall here to put a TV or anything. She had a TV mounted where my cabinet is, and then she had like a small couch here. But I thought this would work so much better as a little dining space slash plant area. And it just makes more sense for the other side to be the living room to me. Anyways, random side tangent. So, I guess I was saying that all to say that having something extra taking up floor space is just not ideal. I mean, it served a purpose, but this area does get some natural light. It mostly gets direct light in the mornings, and then as the day goes on, it gets a little bit darker. Right now is the afternoon, and it's also very dark and gloomy out today, so it's not bright at all. But this space needs a little bit of help from grow lights for sure, just to supplement the natural light. I mean, some of the plants are okay, especially the ones at the top where it's a little bit brighter. The ones on the wall up there don't have any supplemental light and they do okay. Anyways, I'm gonna get this out of the way. It's gonna be so nice not to have to move this around and be tripping over it anymore. Thank goodness. Okay, say bye. I've had this lamp for a while. I have 3 houses I think I've used it in, which is crazy. Not sad to see it go though, to be honest. Okay, so now I want to go ahead and just clear everything off, and then I will put things back as I see fit. This Maculata propagation is doing really well, by the way. These alocasia, I think I'm gonna cut right back because they have spider mites and they're all bleached looking. The Majestic needs some help. Oh boy, there's a lot of crispy leaves on her. Need to get her sorted out. The nicer leaves are closer to the top. I'm gonna move these poles as well, just to give us like a big open space to work with. Oh my goodness. I think that I kind of want to move my gigas into this corner instead because it's a lower profile climbing philo. It's just really tight to the pole, so I think that would work because it's annoying when the plant that's here is interfering with my linearis. Anywho, I will figure that out at the end. These are my begonia polensis propagations in here. Philodendron verrucosum. And, oh, this one's really tall now. My philodendron gigas. Whenever I see a space in my house without the plants, I'm always like, whoa, it looks so weird. And then it makes me wonder what people who don't have plants put in their houses. Like, you could not pay me to figure out what to put here if it wasn't plants. Books, I guess. Those seem to be my only 2 options. Okay, let's set this up. I am gonna put it on this side. I just wanna make it so that the cord kind of runs down the back of this leg. Perfect. And plug it in. I'm gonna put it on the same timer that the last one was on. And I'm gonna turn the brightness up. I'm very impressed with how bright that goes. My camera kind of blows it out a little bit, so I'll insert some B-roll on my phone, which shows it a little bit better, but it's definitely a warmer white in person. Like on camera, it appears just kind of straight up white. So now I need to figure out what the heck I want to go on here. I don't know if I'm gonna put the same plants or if I'm gonna put different plants. Let's start by putting the gigas in the corner because I'm pretty confident on that decision. This is the perfect plant to go in just like a tight little space like this. And some of the light actually does shine all the way over there, which I was not expecting, so that's cool. Okay, I'm loving how that looks. It's a lot tidier than the massive Jose Buono. I kind of want to do a cute little Hoya moment. I wish that had a better pot though, I really do. This can go, actually no, I kind of like it centered. That needs a cover pot though eventually. I do love this whip away and it will probably love getting some light. Maybe the frosted heart. I feel like that looks cute. Ooh, you know, it'd be cute. Some pings. That's perfect. Now I can have my pings here. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I need to move you guys closer. Sorry, you're so far. I thought I was gonna be putting taller plants. I will dim this right now just for filming's sake, because I don't wanna, whoops, I don't wanna blind y'all. That's better. I will keep this little maculata on this shelf. This is truly looking so much better already. Do I have any alocasias that look good right now? Maybe I actually will go ahead and keep my Philodendron Majestic over here. I'll just need to clean her up a bit. That actually kind of works because she fills in like the upper space. Do you see the vision? That's looking so cute. Let's remove some of this. These are not serving any purpose on here anymore. I'm being so indecisive and having such a hard time deciding what I'm gonna put here. I've cycled through a few different plants. I tried a couple begonia, which look good, but I'm kind of liking keeping this area a little bit more minimal. So I walked around looking for a plant that could tolerate being a little bit further away from both of the light sources. And I think that I will try the Hoya Coriaceae Silver because that one likes having a lower light spot. I also moved the little maculata down here, but now that was because I put a different begonia up here and it looked like too much, but now should I move it back up? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on this side though. No. I mean, that's cute. That's cute. I'm truly like the most indecisive person ever. Staggered is better for sure. Maybe another hanging one or trailing one? I don't know. Maybe my Cebu blue? And then it could like... That's a cute idea, but this plant is too scraggly. How about Hoya Sulawesiana? I feel like that could really work in this space. It's gonna be off center a little bit. Okay, knickknacks. I feel like that is the missing piece. So I have this little crystal, which normally lives on my calyx shelf, but it kind of just gets swallowed up on that shelf. You don't really get to appreciate it, and it is really pretty. And then I also have this little carved ghosty made of wood. So let's stick those on and see. Maybe I'll put this guy over behind here. Or should I put him like between? That's cute. I think this space actually needs something a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna go in with my citron. This just came off of my Visto shelf, so I'm just gonna swap these. I think that will fill in that gap nicer. Yeah, that looks cute. I think I'm happy with this. Now, as for this side, I don't know if I want to put my marble queen or my varicosum. This is crooked because the rug here. I will just fix the rug later. I'll move it over. Okay, I thought that that might be too much, but it actually looks really nice. I'm super happy with what this is looking like so far. I would love to have something like one of these climbers, I don't know, maybe like weaving up on the wall or something as it grows. Like, wouldn't it be cool if I could use clips and attach that Hoya to the wall as it grows? Or any of these climbing plants, really. Oh my gosh, I'm actually in love with this. Okay, so this is the final overview, I guess, because I'm happy with this. I don't think I'm gonna change anything else right now. So, and I love how the linearis is unobstructed now. Like, that is so nice. And I'm gonna move the table back in a minute, and I'm sure it'll feel so much better not having that tree lamp there. Like, this is just a gorgeous view without having a big, ugly piece of furniture blocking it. Okay, so of course we have the gigas here. I think that this is the perfect spot for it. I don't know why I didn't move it here sooner. Stunning. Hoya Coriaceae Silver. This is a Hoya that I notoriously struggled with until someone told me to move it to a lower light. And once I did that, it started growing a lot better. It's getting a little less silver though. I might have to chop this back soon. But yeah, it's such a beautiful Hoya. I really want to see it start doing better. And then of course, Philodendron Whipple Way, which I love so much. It is so pink and gorgeous. My Syngonium Frosted Heart, I'm very happy that it can kind of have a place to really shine because I feel like it wasn't very noticeable when it was on my calyx shelf. And then Hoya Sulawesiana, we will see how this one does here. It started growing a little bit more for me recently, which is really nice. My little mini Pingdom and Hoya Bertonii Intervariegated. Y'all know this is one of my favorite Hoyas as well. And then we have my stunning Marble Queen, of course, which is going to get to benefit from this aura light as well. There is Jasenia pothos in the bottom there as well, so hopefully that will continue to grow up. She does need to be treated for mealies again, so don't look too closely. Ooh, I feel like I've also unlocked a new filming spot because this is such a cute little area now. Upon first impression of the aura, I absolutely love it. This has been such a massive upgrade to this space. I love that it can benefit my plants, but it also just looks stunning. I can dim it in the evenings if I want to create a more relaxing kind of vibe. It's just perfect, and this is exactly kind of the direction that I'm heading in with my houseplant collection, leaning into the whole idea of creating biophilic spaces, and I guess just finding better ways for my plant collection and my space. As well as my other hobbies. Like, I want to have room to sit and do crafts at this table without feeling cramped, for example. So yeah, I'm really happy to have this light in my home. So thank you so much again to Soltech. And if you are interested in checking out the aura for yourself, I do have a discount code for you. It is FernAura15, and I will have it linked down below in the description box for you to check out as well. I'm kind of inspired, so I think I'm gonna continue on to the calyx shelf, which is another kind of disastrous area. So we'll see what we can do over there. Okay, I'm moving the table back just because I want to experience the freedom of not having the tree lamp in the way. And yes, I have to figure out what I'm doing with all these plants that I moved from that spot. Oops, oh my gosh, got stuff everywhere. Tripod. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. I can walk around the table. I can walk around and see these plants here. Stunning. I love that so much. That's just like a cute, cozy nook now. I'm so happy about it. Okay, so this one is easy. My Phalaenopsis Art Nouveau. I'm gonna move this onto the Vitsto shelf. I don't even know if this is alive. It has one leaf, but this, the like growth point is all dead and crusty. And this happened to my Phalaenopsis bronze maiden, and it pushed out a kiki, as one of you informed me, like a little pup. So I'm hoping that this one is gonna do the same, but I honestly don't know if it will. There has been no action as of yet. I actually also need to treat the plants on that shelf for spider mites, but that will be a tonight project, I fear. So yeah, I'm gonna go put this somewhere over here. Where are you going to live? Maybe I'll move this over. I'm gonna pop it beside the bronze maiden for now. This is like my little orchid section on this shelf. 1, 2, 3. And look at the progress of the flower spike on my Odorian. It is going to flower sometime soon. There's like little buds. So I'm so excited because I love this one so much. Oh, actually, I'm gonna put this orchid down here. Yeah, I feel like that's better. It's a little bit less cluttered looking. These Paulensis propagations, I have no idea. Actually, I'm gonna put them in the living room for now, in front of one of the grow lights out here. I think that I want my Verrucosum in front of the south window, like facing it, to really get it growing again. So I'm gonna put it, I guess, in the dining room here. Or could I put it on the calyx? Or should I put this in the bedroom where my Wally Grow walls are, like underneath of them? I kind of want to do that. Both my Alocasia Pink Dragon Aurea and my Longaloba Silver are heavily infested with spider mites, unfortunately. They have been since September, and I just haven't dealt with it. I think that I'm just gonna chop because I don't know, these leaves are not worth saving to me because they're just so damaged and bleached looking that to me, I'm just like, I don't know, I would just rather start over. I'll put them in a good spot so they can recuperate, maybe in cabinets. I'm gonna remove some of this crusty stuff, mostly just because I enjoy to. Maybe I can just break this. Doesn't really want to break. Okay. Great. This is the second or third, at least the second time that I've had to do this to this Longaloba. I can't remember what it had last time though. Was it mealies? I don't know. But I'm gonna do that. I am gonna put them in the tub so that I can still give them a spray down with my pest spray before I put them in a cabinet. So, oh my gosh. This is what all my plants are looking like these days because I don't check before I water, so they end up getting overwatered, but the plants don't rot. Instead, they just grow roots into the pot. And this one, I actually haven't looked at the roots in a long time. Ooh, okay. So actually, maybe I'll wash this pot because it's so gross and full of algae. I'm gonna do that while this is in the shower. Like I said, I feel like I've been leaning into being more and more interested in styling my plants over like the past year, maybe even 2 years, maybe since we moved here. I've been more experimental and just caring about how things look, I guess. But I feel like after I was unwell this fall and I just saw how disheveled everything got and how unsightly and overwhelming it was, it just made me want to lean into creating a space that, yes, has a lot of plants, but also feels nurturing to me because I'm just over like cluttered, unsightly plant shelves and plant areas. So yeah, I feel like that's definitely going to be my vibe going into 2026. It's such a hard balance though. When you are a collector of plants, I don't even really consider myself a plant collector, Like, yeah, I keep a lot of plants, yes, but I feel like I'm not really a collector. Like, a lot of people have so many varieties of every plant and have all new cool varieties and are really into just like collecting them. And they're okay with things like grow tents or things looking a little overcrowded, or maybe they have a dedicated plant room so it doesn't really have to fit into their home as a whole, which I totally understand. And I'm not saying one is better than the other, like everyone has their thing. But yeah, for me, I feel like I'm just, I don't know, I just want to create a cozy space. Like, I'm not really about the mindset of cramming as many plants as I can into a home anymore. I want things to actually look good. And I'm also trying to figure out like what I even like what is my style, I mean, I feel like my style is a mishmash of things, and I've talked about that before, how I don't like to stick to one aesthetic, and I feel like that kind of kills creativity. Like, I want my home to be an amalgamation of a lot of different things that I like, whether they fit the same aesthetic or not. Okay, there was a lot of algae in this pot. But yeah, I feel like it can be a really difficult task to make a home look good and styled when you have like 200 plants in it. Like, that's tricky. And I always have this like goal in my head. Oh, just wait, this is dirty. I have this goal, or I envision for my collection in the future to be capped at 100 plants. Like, that I feel like would be the right number for me. I don't think I'm anywhere near that right now. I don't think it's as crazy as it was. Like, I think I'm probably at like 150-ish. But if I could whittle down the collection a little bit more, it's just so freaking hard because I love all of the plants that I have right now. Like, the thought of having to get rid of some of them, I don't even know how I would choose. Some of my plants are still kind of young, especially the anthurium, even some Hoya that are newer into my collection. And as they grow, if they turn out to be really finicky or they're just not looking how I want them to, I would have no issue letting them go. But I have to kind of wait and see what I really want to keep in my collection or not. But yeah, it's tricky sometimes. The woes of a plant parent. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly spray these down. I will probably put those in cabinets for them to recuperate. Okay, the cabinet's probably looking a lot better since you last saw it because I don't think I'll have posted the clean with me yet, but that will be coming. I'm just gonna stick these little alocasia in here. I actually think I'm gonna remove this monstera leaf because it's yellowing and it's honestly kind of in the way. Blocking light from this little propagation here. And I used to never want to cut back my plants, especially if the leaf wasn't completely yellowed or browned yet. But now I'm very much of the mind that I want to be more willing to prune things back to fit a space or to be less unruly or like whatever the reason may be. So I am just going to, okay. It was a stunning leaf, but it's gone now. Okay, that's better. Now I can see that little begonia. Cute. Okay, let's put this one down here. There. Those actually fit in here perfectly. Does anybody need water? Can I get anybody a drink? Okay, this Philodendron Majestic, I'm kind of tempted to chop it, to be completely honest, because it has spider mites. It's overgrown over the top of the pole, and honestly, I just don't feel like dealing with it right now, so I think I'm gonna chop it, which is fine. It's fine. Let's just go ahead and take a nice little cutting or two to start over with. That one really just got out of control this fall. My bad. But I think that this will still look really pretty as a cutting. Ooh, I hate when you go to peel a caterpillar thing, sheath. What the heck am I even saying? I was gonna call it a calyx. What does that even mean? Oh, I'm thinking of my calyx shelf. My gosh. Anyways, sometimes they look crispy, but then you grab them and they are like mushy. It's gnar. Ugh, okay. Anyways, I was gonna show you my, oh my gosh, it is so dark outside today. I'm sorry about the lighting. Maybe I'll put you this way. This is my philodendron patriciae cutting, which is just starting to root, which I'm very happy about. But this on its own is a statement on the Vitso shelf, and it's just a cutting. But this one gorgeous leaf, it's just so beautiful hanging down off the shelf. I like it even more than when I had the whole plant. So yeah, sometimes a cutting can be styled super nicely as well. So you don't have to be sad about starting things over. Okay, I'm gonna cut this into two. Oop. So this is one cutting, beautiful. And then this is the other one. They're both really nice leaves. I need to find a vessel for those though. This needs to go downstairs. My propagation vessels are all getting used up. Okay, here's a vase, which is kind of ugly, but it'll work for these purposes. The plant will kind of hide it anyways. So I'm gonna pop those two in there and fill it up. Okay, I think I'm gonna take everything off of this shelf and give it a wipe, and then I will rearrange. So it really could use a scrub. You can see it's still a huge mess behind this in the living room. I'm slowly getting this place back in shape, you guys. It is just taking some time, but that's just the way life is sometimes. I kind of miss having some big statement plants on this shelf, so I think I might go back in that direction. I might try to put my big Anthurium Lux hybrid up here again, because I really loved when it was up here. So we'll see. Oh my gosh, this is heavy. Oh shoot, I have to wait for it to dry. Oh boy, okay. Okay. Set this down for a second. Okay. Wow, I feel like she's taller than the last time she was up here. What the heck? Oh, maybe it's because her petioles are really close together now, so she's like so tall. I mean, it's fine, but I don't think you'll really be able to see much of her when I'm filming here, which kind of sucks. She's so tall. Look at her. That's crazy. Okay, I'm vibing with it though. Although I wish she could come over this way just a little bit. Let me see if I can rig this up. If I can pull this, does that work? That helps a little bit, I feel. This little flower, cute. Okay, I'm loving. I also wanted to try a pole on here. I have my Jose Buono here, and I don't think I'm ready to cut this one up yet, although it does need some TLC. Deal with that afterwards. But I don't really know where to put it on the floor, so I feel like I might try up here for a little bit. tall plants are fine here because there's the higher window as well. This shelf gets okay light, but only really when it's sunny. Like, it's so dark today that they really aren't getting much light at all, unfortunately. But nonetheless, plants seem to do okay on this shelf, so it's all right. Okay, let's see what happens when I add more plants. Maybe I'll try this Fanny Moser back by the Thai constellation where it used to be to fill in the bottom. Okay, yeah, I think that that's good. Why do I kind of want to try my elbow up here? That would probably be a lot. Also, this plant is pointing all crazy directions. Oh my gosh. Okay, no. If she wasn't so janky and like leaning in her pot, then maybe. But no, no, no. She needs to sort herself out a little bit over here. There is the Florida Ghost, but I kind of love her in the spot that she's in. So would I want to move her? She does look nice. She does look nice. I don't know. I just love her in her other spot. What's a girl to do? Oh, I want to put this Hoya up here as well. So maybe I'll just put that in the middle. My Hoya hypalasia. Yeah, maybe it's just gonna have to be like a gathering of the Hoya in the middle of this shelf. I don't know, y'all. Why is this hard? It looks okay, I guess. It's just not my favorite. I don't know. You know what? I might take this one down because now nothing is blocking the power bar. I forgot that this had a functional use. Okay, let me try to figure this out and get this looking decent, and I will come back to you. Okay, y'all, it is getting so dark out, and I've been playing around trying to figure out how I'm gonna style this shelf. This is what it's at right now. I'm gonna leave it for a few days and see how I feel. Hoya UT039 Flores Island. This was in the south window, but I moved it over here. It's such a hardy plant and it's pretty established. I think it'll be able to tolerate the winter here. Even if it doesn't grow, like, that's fine. It just, I don't know. I need something to be in that space. And I moved the Thurstonii. I think I'm gonna put it in the cabinet because I just don't think that begonia is gonna be happy there over the winter. And then this Cebu Blue, I need to chop this and propagate it so that I can create a fuller pot one day. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I did another Philodendron Patriciae leaf because I'm just starting over my plant. So while I'm rooting them, I'm just enjoying having a couple of them around the house because they look so pretty to fill in a space and, you know, add some texture and length and everything, whatever that means. You know what I mean? It gives like a hanging kind of vibe. And then we have this Hoya villosa. I don't think that this one is very happy over the winter either. Maybe I will have to put a small grow light on this shelf or something. I'm not sure. But we've had a decent amount of sunny days this fall so far, so it hasn't been too bad. But I've noticed that it's tried to push out some new leaves recently, but then it's aborted them. So I think it's just from lack of lighting. It's just dusty. I thought there was pests on it. I was like, oh, maybe that's the issue. But no. Hoya hypalasia. This was just down on the floor, so I lifted it up here. I moved my dragon scale over here. This is just my green one. It was living in the south window, but I'm gonna try it over here over the winter. It might not grow at all. It's pushing out a big new leaf right now. Like, it looks like it's a really good size. So we'll see how that one does. This is my Esqueleto. It's just a stump still. That's a Gloriosum cutting, or not Gloriosum, Glorious. And then we have the Jose Buono. I played around with moving that down on the floor and moving the compacta over, but I just love the way that the Hoya compacta looks, kind of like framing the window. I love how there's the linearis on this side and then the compacta on this side. I just think that it looks really nice. So that's all I've got for this shelf, subject to change. This one, I think I'll be leaving it the way that it is because it just looks so cute and cozy. Every time I look over here, it makes me happy. So that's definitely 10 out of 10 success. This one, work in progress. That's another layer of challenges when it comes to plant styling. It's a lot more easy to move things around when the weather is better and it's bright outside and there's sunny days and there's sun coming in the house. But when there's only 1 or 2 sunny days a week, if that here, it makes it a lot more difficult, which is why grow lights come in really handy, and I would not be able to grow all the plants that I do without them. So thank you so much again to Soltech for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to check out the aura. It'll be linked down below. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I really hope that y'all enjoyed. I think that by the end of this month, I'm finally gonna have things sorted and, you know, all of the different areas cleaned up and everything. So I'm really excited to complete that. We're slowly making progress. And I really appreciate your company and having you here hanging out with me. I do not take it for granted for a second, so thank you so much, especially if you watched to the end of this video. All right, I will chat with you soon, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!